our course from conventions. Climate change is done, UNFCCC is done, UNCBD is done, okay, with current and static. So we will come to the third part of Rio summit, that is desertification. So in the third part of Rio, the convention name is UNCCD, United Nations Convention on Combating Desertification. So before going to that convention, we will start what is desertification first of all. So in today's topic, we will cover what is desertification, what are the global efforts to combat desertification, and what India is doing to combat desertification. Okay, fine. So coming to the first part, what is desertification? See, desertification is nothing but land degradation when land turns to a desert. Simple. Degradation of land turning into a desert, it is called desertification. Okay, so it is a land degradation where the fertile lands are converted into desert. Simple. So when you write what is desertification, use very simple statements: conversion of fertile lands into desert. Okay, so it is nothing but lands get degraded. Simple. So what are the causes? Deforestation is a cause. Deforestation is a cause. Overgrazing is a cause. Okay. Urbanization is a cause. Climate change is a cause. So climate change, for example, natural disasters, it is also a cause. So climate change plus anthropogenic activities, both are causes of desertification. Anthropogenic activities means human activities which is having an impact on climate change or global warming, increasing global warming, human activities, that is called anthropogenic. Okay, so these are the causes of desertification. Now there was a report in 2021, the report name is, see again, these are important for prelims, Desertification and Land Degradation Atlas. This name you have to remember. So simply ask, Desertification and Land Degradation Atlas was published by whom? Anyone? It's published by whom? It is published by ISRO, Indian Space and Research Organization. ISRO publish करता है इसको because ISRO will use the satellites which we call as remote sensing, and it will, what it will do? It will assess करेगा. So according to this report, around 30% in India, we are talking about India, 30% of geographical area, it is saying, are now under the category of degraded land. 30%. Clear? Now this is ISRO. Now tell me, see ISRO, it is not Ministry of Environment. Don't get confused. It is not Ministry of Environment. It is not UNCCD. Don't get confused. In the wrong options, they'll put these kind of options, UNCCD, because degradation is there. Land degradation, environmental thing, they'll put a wrong option, Ministry of Environment. Okay, all are wrong options. Now, ISRO comes under which ministry? Anyone? There is no ministry. ISRO doesn't come under any ministry. It directly comes under Department of Space. Yes, Department of Space, and Department of Space reports to PMO. PMO is also correct, but Prime Minister's office. Okay, like RAW, you know na, RAW agency. RAW agency also directly reports to PMO, but IB reports to Intelligence Bureau, reports to Ministry of Home Affairs. Ministry of Home Affairs. IB is internal agency, RAW is external agency. Okay, next. So some state data. These all data you can use in your mains answer. When you write degradation mains question came in 2020. 2020. Okay. So this year who are giving this group 1 mains, Karthik and you both can write the topic degradation. They will ask what is land degradation neutrality, what government is doing, and what are the international efforts. All the answers are explained here only in today's class. So degradation is a topic, environment question. Fine. So state data is Jharkhand, Rajasthan, Delhi, Gujarat. 50% are degraded. Okay, 50% are degraded. These states you have to remember. Like on a whole, these 4 states: Jharkhand, Rajasthan, Delhi. Rajasthan though we know because desert area is there, Thar desert. Gujarat and Delhi. Okay? South it is less than Kerala and all the south. It is very greenery. Less than 10% are degraded. If you talk about south, less than 10% are degraded. Okay. Now these are the impacts. You know, if land degradation happens, what are the impacts? It's a very common thing. Fertility will happen because sand will come over the land. So obviously there will be loss of fertility. When loss of fertility, soil erosion hoga, agriculture nahi hoga, droughts hoga, all these things you can write here. It will lead to droughts. So if droughts hoga, if droughts will happen, what will happen? Agriculture nahi hoga. When droughts will happen, food security problem will happen. Yes or no? Food security problem, loss of livelihood, lot of things are there. You can link and write. Soil erosion, water logging hoga. Higher threat. Now these are all environmental effects. There will also health effect. Health effect is also there. When droughts will happen, livelihood will not happen. You will not get water. Food security, you will not get food. When you will not get food, malnutrition will happen. So it means desertification has a multi-dimensional effect. It's not only one effect. Multi-dimensional or multi-dimension. Lot of effects will come. Health effects. Okay. Environmental effects. Pests will come. Livelihood will be hampered. Okay, fine. Next. So now coming to the global effort. Straight will come to the point. What will be asked in exam. Okay. इधर उधर time waste करके कोई फायदा नहीं है. Will directly come to the point. Exam oriented. Global efforts, Indian efforts. Simply they will ask direct. So here when you study, lot of factual data will help you in prelims and you have to write in mains, both. Okay. So coming to global efforts, first thing which happened is at Rio Summit 1992 we have covered. So 3 conventions were opened for signature in Rio Summit. UNFCCC, that is the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change covered. UNCBD, United Nations Convention on Biological Diversity covered. Third thing is UNCCD. It was opened for signature. Okay. The countries will sign, not mandatory. If you want, you can sign. If you don't want, don't sign. Just open for signature. Some countries signed, went back to their home. Then some countries ratified. When a specific amount of countries ratifies through their cabinet, then the convention comes into force. It will start working, functioning. So in 1994, it entered into force. Okay. This is an important prelims point, fact, very important fact. It is the only legally binding international agreement which links land management to environment. Yes or no? Land management, if you manage land nicely, degradation will not happen. If you don't manage land nicely, degradation will happen. When degradation will happen, it will lead to environmental impacts also, we studied now. So it is the only world का एक ही treaty है, international agreement है, which links these two things. No other international. There can be schemes, there can be organization, not required. But when it comes to agreement, international agreement, this is the only one which deals these two things or which connects these two things. Understood? Fine. Now some extra information. Now if somebody asks you a question, prelims, which of the following conventions, they will give you 4 conventions. Out of these 3 Rio conventions, FCC, UNCBD, UNCCD, very common. इन लाइफ ऑफ अ यूपीएससी एस्पिरेंट। ये 3 कन्वेंशन हमेशा आता रहेगा, ओके। और ये 3 कन्वेंशन में से दे विल आस्क, एंड वन मोर दे विल पुट स्टॉकहोम कन्वेंशन, वो भी एक इंपॉर्टेंट कन्वेंशन है। व्हिच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इज कॉल्ड एज मदर कन्वेंशन? मदर कन्वेंशन, सबका माँ, भारत माता, मदर कन्वेंशन। नाउ इफ यू सी दिस क्वेश्चन, 95% of aspirant will go with UNFCCC. Why? Because it is climate change, काफी important है, क्योटो है, पेरिस है वहां पे। Which is wrong statement. Why? Because UNCCD, every convention has their conference of parties, COP, where they will meet. This conference of party in 2019 met in India for the first time. Okay, started from 1994. Every 2 years it used to happen. Every 2 years it will happen. It happened in 2019. Not mandatory it will happen every 2 years. Generally it happens every 2 years. UNFCCC happens every 1 year. UNCBD first 3 years every each year. Then it happened every 2 years. So it's not mandatory. So here generally it happens every 2 years. So in 2019, first time it happened in Delhi. There, PM Modi called this. It is a mother convention. So it becomes very important for exam point of view. Only objective prelims. It is called as the mother convention. Don't get confused with UNFCCC. It is the mother convention as per 2019 UNCCD summit at Delhi. Okay. Now in mains you can connect with another thing. You have to write a lot of things, okay, content. There are 17 sustainable development goals, yes or no? 2015 to 2030 sustainable development goals. Now which sustainable development goal deals with desertification? SDG 15. What SDG 15 talks? It talks about terrestrial land. It talks about conservation of terrestrial land. SDG 14 talks about aquatic, okay, below land. SDG 15 talks about terrestrial land conservation. That is nothing but land degradation is a problem. So SDG, so we have to connect. So if we all countries meet and try to solve this degradation problem, then our SDG 15 will be achieved. Clear? Understood? ठीक है. So UNCCD addresses arid, semi-arid or dry sub-humid areas, because here only the degradation happens. When degradation होगा तो obviously land will be arid, like Rajasthan, Thar desert. Okay, वहाँ पे कुछ नहीं मिलेगा, बारिश भी नहीं होगी, rainfall नहीं होगा. So it is a connectivity thing. All environmental impacts will happen in this particular area. So COP, every convention, these 3 convention has a COP. COP means what? Conference of parties. Parties means those countries which have ratified the convention. They will come and meet. This is a meeting. COP means not police. They'll come and meet here and they'll talk. They'll decide any agreement, anything, any like for example Kyoto Protocol. It came in UNFCCC. All the COP decided. Their COP decided. So here same. There is a supreme decision making body. Now COP 1 started in 1998. COP 1 started in 1998. Rome, Italy. Then COP 2, COP 3 happened. It did not happen in India. Any specific thing also did not happen. Okay, like they went, they talked a lot of things, but when it comes to exam point of view, nothing happened. When it comes to exam point of view, you can't say nothing happened. Something happened. Okay, they were talking about degradation. Now COP 12 Turkey 2015. COP 13 China 2017, COP 14 is in Delhi 2019. So this is important. For the first time in India it happened. So UNFCCC, UNCBD, CCD, everywhere India won one time. UNFCCC, COP, when India happened? When India 2002, the only time India hosted. UNCBD 2012, where? 2012 Hyderabad, 2002 here UNFCCC Delhi, UNCCD 2019 Delhi. So everywhere one time India में हो चुका है. Understood? Now recently 2022 last year COP happened in Abidjan, Cote d'Ivoire. कहाँ पे है ये? Have you heard this name, country name? सुने नहीं हो? फुटबॉल देखते हो? फुटबॉल वर्ल्ड कप देखते हो? लीग मैचेस नहीं देखते हो? डायरेक्ट क्वार्टर फाइनल, बिकॉज दिस कंट्री विल नेवर रीच क्वार्टर फाइनल और सेमीफाइनल. अफ्रीका में छोटा सा कंट्री है. ओके, सो यहाँ पे हुआ था अबिडजन पे. ठीक है, नथिंग स्पेसिफिक, दे सिंपली जस्ट रिमेंबर द थीम. दे मे आस्क द थीम. थीम क्या था इस मीटिंग का? लैंड, लाइफ, लीगेसी फ्रॉम स्कार्सिटी टू प्रॉस्पेरिटी. अच्छा है ना? लीगेसी फ्रॉम स्कार्सिटी टू प्रॉस्पेरिटी. अगर उसका हम हिंदी में कन्वर्ट करें, स्कार्सिटी कुछ नहीं है, भिखारी. तो लीगेसी फ्रॉम रैग्स टू रिचेस है ना, वर्ड यूज करते हैं. हाँ, इंग्लिश में. इंग्लिश पढ़े हो सब? हैव यू हर्ड रैग्स टू रिचेस? हर्ड ना? हुए हो क्या वैसा? रैग्स मीन्स व्हाट? भिखारी. जो भी है, गरीब आदमी. भिखारी मत बोलो. ठीक है, अंडरस्टूड? ठीक है. नाउ हियर विल फोकस टुडे because nothing specific happened in COP15. Seems the same thing. They are talking, we'll do this, we'll do that. In its proper framework, you will not get. But we'll cover about this, and we'll cover some initiatives which were happened before COP14. But why I will tell you, because they may ask you in question कि this initiative started in Delhi. You may think because दिल्ली में हुआ था तो we get that feeling, right? हाँ हाँ, दिल्ली में मोदी है तो मुमकिन है. Okay, fine. So COP14 2019 Delhi, for the first time it happened. Delhi Declaration. After meeting, a Delhi Declaration came. That's a document or whatever they met, the minutes of meeting we call it. Okay. So here, obviously they spoke about a lot of things. So finally they told that each country will take action to achieve. This term is important. Land degradation neutrality. This term was not for the first time used here. I am not used the word first time. This is a concept which is already there. Land degradation neutrality. Now what is land degradation neutrality? UNCCT defines it. UNCCT defines it. Land degradation neutrality. It means it is a state where, state means not country or not state. तेलंगाना, आंध्रा, वो नहीं. It is a state. State मतलब क्या है हिंदी में? रोशनी. रोशनी कौन है? क्या? Not राष्ट्र. No, I am not talking about that state. It's a state. मैं बहुत डिप्रेशन स्टेट में हूँ. डिप्रेस्ड स्टेट. Now understood? डिप्रेशन बोल दूंगा, सब समझ में आ गया. आओ आओ आओ, काफी जल्दी आ गए. हाँ, यू कम इन फ्लाइट दिल्ली. ड्रोन है क्या, जो ह्यूमन ड्रोन उसका है? ओके. सो इट इज द स्टेट वेयर द वैल्यू ऑफ लैंड providing economic and ecosystem services remains constant or increases over a period of time. It is that state where the value of a land is very important because it gives us lot of services. It gives us economic services, yes or no? it gives ecosystem service. Land, trees आया, ecosystem service. Soil, ecosystem service. Okay, so that value, when it gives this kind of services, though the value of land increases, yes or no? When land degradation happens, so the value of land decreases. The value of land in a very well agriculture area and that value of land in a Rajasthan area, in a Thar desert, difference, right? So that value of land providing these services, either it remains constant, that value, or it increases. That is called LDN, land degradation neutrality. It should not decrease. If it decreases, it means land is getting degraded. Understood? So when they'll tell you define land degradation neutrality, you have to write simple this much. Over a period of time, the value of land which provides economic and ecosystem services, either it remains constant or it increases. That is called land degradation neutrality. And the same thing in COP19, even before COP19 also, they are trying to maintain this LDN. Now in COP19 also, in the Delhi Declaration, they said that every country should go for or to they'll try to achieve land degradation neutrality as much as possible. Understood? Okay. Ankara initiative, Changwon initiative. Now see, the thing is, why I have put this? Because just to know, they will not ask about Ankara initiative. They will not ask about Changwon initiative. Very chances are less. They may ask, but chances are less. But how they'll ask? They'll ask this initiative in a statement was established in the recent COP19 or recent recent COP14 in Delhi or recent COP15 in Abidjan. No, they were before COP12 Turkey, COP10 South Korea. And the work is what? Same. To stop land degradation, to strengthen implementation of UNCCD, to achieve land degradation neutrality, same thing. To combat land degradation through scientific process. So just remember, Ankara initiative deals with land degradation, Changwon initiative deals with land degradation, came in UNCCD, but not in 2019, not in 2022. This is enough for exam. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? Like, you have to study through the way or through the demand of the question, the demand of UPSC. You simply can't study everything like ye hai pad do. No. So it means always study through the point of view of MCQ asked. Okay. So easily I always tell books plus MCQ practice, both needed. Only books will not help you. Only books or only notes will not help you. Notes and books everyone does. The guy who does MCQ practice with this, he or she clears. It's very simple, simple funda. इसमें कोई दो राय नहीं है. Okay? Fine. Yes? Changwon. Changwon. वर्ड अच्छा लगा क्या? अच्छा लगा? कोरिया पसंद है? लिख दिया Changwon. It looks like चाउमीन. वो कौन है? वो कौन है? सुनो, पहले तुम अशोकनगर में रहो, जापान बाद में जाना. ओके, नेक्स्ट ड्राउट इनिशिएटिव. देखो नाम अच्छा है या नहीं? नाम अच्छा है. ड्राउट इज अ पार्ट ऑफ आवर UPSC course. So this initiative, it was in China 2017. They'll simply ask, recently news, the drought initiative was found in COP14 2019 in Delhi. Just you need to know this initiative was in 2017, not 2019 Delhi. And if possible, they may ask one line about this initiative because it is very recent also. They may ask It was by whom? This initiative was by whom? Obviously, one by UNCCD, one by WMO. WMO कौन है? World Meteorological Organization. It is a specialized agency of United Nations. UNEP. It is kind of a department. United Nations Environment Program. It deals with environment. Similarly, UNDP. United Nations Development Program. It deals with all kinds of development. Okay. So here, why I have included this? There is a reason why I have not done much about these two, Ankara and Changwon. One is it is very old. Just you need to know whether it is in 2019 or not. Why this is important? Because this is always in news. Global Land Outlook, kind of a magazine. It is always in news. Okay, yearly it comes. So it is by UNCCD, but for the first time started here in COP13. That is why it becomes important. Now they will tell Global Land Outlook. It's a very premier magazine of UNCCD, talks about land degradation. They'll simply ask, they are in India, started in India. You have a mindset always. Students have a mindset. India, Modi आया है. So when PM comes, our PM is a very big personality. So when you are giving in the exam, see, it has nothing to do with our liking about the PM or not. I am simply catering to the exam. Okay, our thing is there. Okay, Modi has come, so UNCCD came, so obviously 2 to 3 things will come. It is not the case. ठीक है? Okay, so Global Land Outlook, and here it is one more also important, because the LDN fund was created here, all in COP13, China, just 2017, before our Delhi declaration. Every 2 years it happens generally. LDN fund. So it is a fund. Okay, because for any kind of restoration activities, if you want to restore a degraded land, you have to restore, you need money. Okay, funding is required. So here this was created. Now the concept comes, it is an impact investment fund. Now the concept comes. Now here, what is impact investment fund? It is an economic concept. It is an economic concept, always in news. Impact. Now there are two kinds, impact investment fund. So the word here is impact. There is another term called economy, impact bonds. All in current affairs. Impact bonds. I will first tell you what, when the word impact comes, it means linked to performance. Linked to performance. Now when impact bonds, what are bonds? What are bonds? It is a financial instrument to raise money. Okay, to raise money. Now I want to raise money. Okay, I want to raise money. Sarath Chandra Institute wants to raise money. So what it will do? It will create bonds. It is kind of a public borrowing. I will borrow money from you. Borrow money through, I will give you a bond. Here it will be written in 1 year or a 2 year or a 3 year, depending. You will be given the money. So you are investing. I will be giving you from the profits. जो भी मेरा profit आएगा, मेरा काम आएगा, from where I will invest. I will invest somewhere, right? I will get and I will give you. Now, when I use the word impact, it means, if the bond name is impact bond, it means you will get only if the profit I get. If I get a loss, you will also get a loss. It means if our objective is satisfied. So there has to be objective. Why I am raising this money? I will tell I am raising this money to increase the population of rhinoceros in that area. And now if you are interested in wildlife, only you will invest it in that bond. Now if that population increases as per mentioned in the bond, if that population increases, then you will get. Getting? If it does not increases, you will also face the loss. It is performance linked. Same here. Understood? Performance linked. So there has to be objective. Why I am raising, and there will be written a target. This much amount of this, maybe a rhino. So there are rhino bonds. So your topic is cover today. What are rhino bonds? Environment. It was in news 2 years back. Rhino bonds. Nothing related to India. Related to Africa. Rhino bonds. Okay. Just type rhino bonds UPSC. ठीक है? Understood? Okay. So LDN fund happened in COP 13. Now, so one global is United Nations Convention to Combat Desertification, UNCCD. Second global effort to deal with degraded lands or desertification is the Great Green Wall Initiative. The Great Green Wall Initiative. It has nothing relation with the Great Wall of China. एक पिक्चर है हिंदी में जहाँ पे ग्रेट चाइना शूट हुआ. एनीवन कैन से ओनली वन एंड वन मूवी ऑफ बॉलीवुड. एक है ना चांदनी चौक टू चाइना, सुपर डुपर मेगा फ्लॉप मूवी. ओके, अक्षय कुमार का पिक्चर है. एंड में वो भागता है. दैट इट इज फर्स्ट एंड द लास्ट मूवी टू बी शॉट देयर. ओके, सो 2007 में ये हुआ था ग्रेट ग्रीन वॉल इनिशिएटिव. क्या है, वहां से पता चल जाता है कि there is an area which is very degraded. We want to convert it into greenery. Which is the area? Sahel region. It has nothing to do with Saho. Yours Prabhas Saho. Prabhas का फैंस कौन है यहाँ पे? No one? रेशमा, you are Prabhas fan? Okay. तो साहेल कहाँ पे है? Where is Sahel region in Africa? वो जो सहारा डेजर्ट का एरिया है ना, सहारा डेजर्ट इस साइड में है. यहां से लेके जो ये जो पूरा एरिया है, अफ्रीका मैप करते हैं थोड़ा. अफ्रीका मैप कैसे है? तो दिस एरिया, ओके, साहेल, सहारा थोड़ा साइड में जो एरिया है. सो इट इज वेरी डेजर्ट. सो दिस इनिशिएटिव वाज बाय African Union. African Union is a very important IR topic. Please cover or wait for my current affairs to cover. African Union, very important, very, very, very important. It is in news. I'm telling again and again. African Union has lot of miscellaneous topics to be covered. When you cover African Union, you have to cover African Development Bank. You have to cover 2 to 3 declaration names. Okay? Mission 2063. Or Agenda 2063, something is there related to Africa. So once you cover African Union from internet, all these things you will get, write it down in your notes and wait for the current affair class. When African Union comes, it will come 100%, it will come. All current affairs will come in 2 to 3 months. But the thing is, you have to do the current affairs how we do. If you keep on one-liner current affair, like 15 minutes, 20 minutes current affair, see, you can get that current affairs, but the connectivity you may not get. So that connectivity is required. That is, we call it as miscellaneous current affairs. ठीक है, Sahel region. Now supported by, it is supported. It was this initiatives formed by African Union. So there is a difference. Formed by him, or sorry, this organization, but supported by UNCCD. By implementing a scheme. Scheme name is this. FLUEEVE. No need to go for their own. उनका नाम का कोई है short form. Now this scheme is financed by European Union. See how much world organizations are helping. European Union. European Union is a again IR topic. You have to cover in detail. European Commission, European Parliament, all these things you have to cover. European Union is a very big topic. 2 big topics are there when you call. See, we are talking about prelims IR. That is United Nations, European Union, WTO. These are big topics because lot of information is there. They are not a single-handed like ASEAN or a BIMSTEC. Even you will get United Nations UNGA. Last class we covered UNGA in our current affairs. Similarly, you will get UNSC, you will get ICJ. United European Union, also European Parliament, their decision making body, everything, Brexit, lot of things are there, but they are very interesting topics. Okay, very interesting topics can be covered very nicely from internet. Okay, WTO, I told you how to cover. From the WTO ORG side, everything is mentioned. Okay, then we'll cover it over here. Fine. So it is financed by European Union. Now your task is a similar initiative is done by India recently, just started, proposed. A very similar in Rajasthan area, Rajasthan to Delhi area. It is your initiative. Same, name is the same. India ka green wall. India ka green wall by Ministry of Environment. Just you need to know the name of the place, from where till where. Simple. Initiative by Ministry of Environment. India's Green Wall Initiative. On the lines of African or this Great Green Wall Initiative. Okay? Understood? Okay. Next, third international effort, the most important, very famous, that is called Bonn Challenge. Have you heard about it? Heard about it? क्या है Bonn Challenge? Bonn को challenge करो. Trees growing trees को काट दे. Growing, no, what you are saying, sir? Growing trees इस ऐसे क्या है? मतलब तुम तो you are supporting land degradation. Target has been given. 2 targets have been given. 2 targets. It is a global effort. Okay. It is voluntary. It is not directly under UNCCD. Making it very clear. It is a separate thing. It may be related to land degradation, but it is not explicitly under UNCCD. Okay. It is voluntary. India also accepts this challenge. India ने क्या accepted? Challenge accepted बोलते हैं ना हम. India accept किया है. Now there are 2 targets. Target 1, Target 2. Target 1 बोल रहा है Bonn Challenge कि we will bring 150 million hectares of degraded land worldwide. This is worldwide. Worldwide, 150 this much hectares of degraded land, we will restore it. We will restore nicely. We will restore by 2020, and this has been, like, you'll shocked to know this has been achieved in 2017. So target 1 is achieved by 2017, achieved. Okay. Now target 2 is 150 है, additional, though term is additional 350 by 2030. This target is going on. So 2030 additional 350. Now target 1 was launched in 2011. Target 1 was launched in 2011 in Bonn, Germany. That is why it is called as Bonn Challenge. In Bonn, Germany. Who launched it? Obviously Germany government will be there. Germany government plus IUCN. What is IUCN? International Union of Conservation of Nature. It is a international NGO, or very important organization in 1949. And IUCN is an international NGO. What it does? It creates that list. Critically endangered, vulnerable. Very common thing. Okay. So IUCN and Germany. Here you may feel ki why IUCN will come. Yes, IUCN is there. UNCCD is not there. I am telling you again, UNCCD is not directly in this. The goal may be same. Ki we have to bring land degradation neutrality. Goal is the same. They are doing their way. They are doing their way. Okay. Target 2, that is additional 350 by 2030. New York, not in Bonn. It is a Bonn Challenge, but they met in New York, and this is called as the, if you remember, there was a declaration, New York Declaration of Forest, last day or last day we covered, we discussed this. There is a declaration. When? Can you tell the name? This is 2011. When is second? I already told you about New York Declaration of Forest. 2014. Remember? 2014. In 2014, New York Declaration, that is at New York. What was the summit? United Nations Climate Summit. United Nations Climate Summit. Okay. So this target 2 is still going on. Now this was the target, worldwide target, not in country specific. India joined. India told, I am happy with this. I will try to do my best. Now India will bring its own target. India ka target kya hai? Now these three. When question come, what are the global efforts? In a mains question, you can write these three very easily. Okay. And in Indian efforts, what will write? One is that Green Wall initiative recently, Ministry of Environment. Second is India joined the Bonn Challenge. There we give the India's targets. Third, India completely supports UNCCD. COP 14, Delhi, it happened and it is completely supporting. Plus you can write the schemes. All agriculture schemes will come here, na? All agriculture schemes will come here. You can write 2 to 3 scheme names you can write. Ho gaya answer. Now, India's targets after joining Bonn Challenge. India ने पहले बोला कि we will do by 2020 13 million hectares. 13 million hectares of degrade, we will restore it. We will restore this much. Then after some years it said additional 8 million hectares by 2030. Okay. How much? 13 plus 8, how much? 20? Now it is 26. Again, now it is 26 million hectares. So you can change also. India can change. It's up to her. When we do, we are indirectly we are supporting the global effort also. Clear? Now, another concept, some underlying concept here is FLR, Forest Landscape Restoration. Forest Landscape Restoration. Here, what this concept is? Forest Landscape Restoration. You know what is restoration? Restoring. Something happened, we are restoring. Now here, we are restoring the land. We are totally, now this is a holistic concept. We are covering here ecological integrity plus also the human well-being. Complete उस landscape में जो भी है सब everything. It is not only related to land degradation because it affects human livelihood also. In the first today before when I started the class I told multi-dimensional. So this approach in a way it is catering. If you do this approach, it caters to everything. Everything will be solved. Ecological integrity, climate change bhi hai. Human well-being, livelihood is also affected by deforestation or by land degradation. Everything. Ecological integrity mein everything comes. Plus also improve human living being or well-being. FLR. Here now this concept was brought by 4 agencies. One is IUCN, WWF. क्या है WWF? क्या वर्ल्ड के फाइटिंग? वर्ल्ड वाइल्ड लाइफ फंड फॉर नेचर. क्या है ये? व्हाट इज WWF? हाँ पहले बन गया. क्या बना ये? कौन से प्रकार का ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है? इट इज ए NGO, इंटरनेशनल NGO लाइक IUCN. ओके. WRI, World Resource Institute. World Resource Institute. What is World Resource Institute? This institute world level पे है. Resource Institute, research and development it will do on all resources. Resources बहुत सारे resources है. Natural resource, energy resource, रिसर्च एंड डेवलपमेंट, वर्ल्ड रिसर्च इंस्टीट्यूट, और एक है ITTO, दिस आई विल कवर नाउ, आई विल कवर फर्स्ट। बिफोर दैट IUCN कब हुआ था? 1949, WWF 1961, WRI 1982, and ITTO is news also 2 years back. It can be news this year also, we never know if anything happens. Now we'll cover ITTO. ITTO is 1985. So this ITTO will cover as a part of our current affairs here only. International Tropical and Timber Organization. International Tropical and Timber Organization, that is ITTO. First of all, it is a intergovernmental organization. Okay, 1985, headquarter Yokohama. Where is Yokohama? जापान। गए हो क्या? गए हो? अच्छा है, ड्रीम पे गए थे, मेरे तरह बन गए हो सब। नाउ व्हाट दिस डज, ट्रॉपिकल, तो ट्रॉपिकल एरियाज में जहां पे टिम्बर बनता है, टिम्बर, यू नो व्हाट इज टिम्बर? सस्टेनेबल यूज ऑफ टिम्बर। इट वर्क्स ऑन ऑब्जेक्टिव इज सस्टेनेबल use of timber, sustainable use of timber. Now when it was formed in 1985, okay, it was sponsored, the formation of form, it was sponsored by UNCTAD. You know, have you heard about this? Have you heard? क्या है ये? यूनाइटेड नेशंस कॉन्फ्रेंस ऑन ट्रेड एंड डेवलपमेंट, UN का ही है। सो UN was also a part when it was formed. Okay? UNCTAD. Now can anyone tell UNCTAD कब हुआ था? Formation in 1967, Geneva. Now UNCTAD will come, like we will study about it when you study WTO. It is an IR topic, but again it is an economical IR because it deals with trade and development. Okay. Now we have an international tropical active. So this organization is worked by ITTC, International Tropical and Timber Council. Timber Council. Okay. Now one more thing, you can, this council, in this council all the timber producing states and timber consuming states will be there. In this council 50% votes timber producing states or producing countries or nations. India is a part, okay, 50% consuming nations. Okay, this much is enough. One more thing, just remember, ITTO का एक like you can say they publish something, they publish tropical forest watch. Tropical forest watch. Simply they will ask, who publishes this? Okay, now you can write, this is done, this much for prelims, nothing to do with mains here, prelims. Now your task is timber with respect to India. Do the task. World Resource Institute, we'll cover here itself. World Resource Institute, 1982, US. 1982, US. It is an international NGO founded by MacArthur Foundation. Next is initiatives of WRI, which are mostly in news. They will come in news, or they were in news. Nothing new. One is Global Forest Watch. Global Forest Watch. It is an online forest monitoring system. Second, Greenhouse Protocol. Greenhouse Protocol. Now what Greenhouse Protocol does? To quantify, right, to quantify standards for greenhouse emissions. To quantify standards and manage, quantify standards to manage greenhouse gas emissions. So through this protocol they'll provide some standards. India can take help. India can take help or not to quantify greenhouse gases. कितना आ रहा है, कैसे आ रहा है. Okay. Third is very important. न्यूज में रहता है PACE. P capital PACE. PACE. Platform for accelerating the circular economy. Platform for accelerating the circular economy. Now what is circular economy? Already told, circular economy deals with reuse. Okay, waste को reuse करेंगे. That is circular economy. Okay. Now this PACE initiative. Now this is a world initiative, nothing to India, because World Resource Institute. So it is by WRI and UNEP. UNEP is United Nations Environment Program plus 40 other partners. 40 other partners. Okay. This PACE was launched in 2018 in the World Economic Forum. You know what is World Economic Forum? So PACE was launched in 2018, recent, at World Economic Forum. What is World Economic Forum? It is a forum, like an event which happens every year at where? Davos. Davos कहाँ पे? स्विस बोलते हैं ना हम, स्विट्जरलैंड नहीं बोलते हैं. मेरा बैंक अकाउंट किधर है? स्विस बैंक अकाउंट. हैव यू हर्ड? स्विट्जरलैंड बैंक अकाउंट, स्विस बैंक अकाउंट ऐसे बोलते हैं ना. कार्तिक तुम्हारा कहाँ पे है? मेरा तो अशोक नगर बैंक अकाउंट में है. तुम्हारा तो अकाउंट नहीं है आई गेस. आई टेल यू स्टोरी टुडे रिगार्डिंग बैंक अकाउंट क्लास के बाद. यू गाइस नो ना वो मेरे मौसे का कहानी, डीमोनेटाइजेशन में क्या हुआ था. देखो ये हंस रहे हैं, यू विल ऑल्सो लाफ। सो क्या बोल रहा था मैं? स्विस बैंक अकाउंट बोल रहा था। हाँ, वर्ल्ड इकोनॉमिक फोरम डेवोस में होता है एवरी ईयर इवेंट। नाउ व्हाट वर्ल्ड इकोनॉमिक फोरम डज, दे विल टॉक अबाउट वर्ल्ड इकोनॉमी, they will talk about world economy, sustainable, how to make the world economy sustainable. Now it is like an event, it is not an organization, it is an event, WEF. Who can participate in the event? Everybody can participate. Everybody does not mean कि tomorrow you will pack your bags and go and participate. No, they have to call you. Okay, big personalities they call. ठीक है, करण जौहर गया था कुछ साल पहले, KTR also went. अच्छा, तुम्हारा KTR, हमारा करण जौहर। KTR भी गए, KTR गए थे। KTR when KTR went? Recently, but this year. KTR speaks good, right? He speaks very good. He is an educated guy. US से, तो anybody who comes from US वो educated हो जाता है। टिकट करो US का। US में से पैर रखेंगे, educated बन जाएंगे, फिर आ जाएंगे वापस। ओके, ठीक है, नेक्स्ट। सो दिस प्लेटफॉर्म पेस का हेडक्वार्टर है नेदरलैंड्स, हेडक्वार्टर है नेदरलैंड्स। हाग में HAGU, हाग कोड ऑफ कंडक्ट, ये सब हम IR। सो टुडे अनदर IR टॉपिक, अनदर IR टॉपिक, सेल्फ स्टडी, हाग कोड ऑफ कंडक्ट, कवर इट। I guess you have covered, huh? Not covered? Not covered, then cover it, ना? हाँ, code of conduct, very easy, कुछ नहीं है, ठीक है? ICJ, International Court of Justice, we have covered. Where is the headquarter? हाग में है। International Criminal Court, 1998, Rome Statute, हेडक्वार्टर कहाँ पे है? हाग पे है, साहब वहीं पे है, ठीक है? परमानेंट कोर्ट ऑफ आर्बिट्रेशन PCA 1899 कहां पे है? हाग में है, सब वहीं पे है, ठीक है? सो दिस थ्री ऑफ टू कवर, ICJ, ICC, PCA, एक साथ करो सो दैट यू विल नॉट गेट कंफ्यूज्ड। इंटरनेशनल कोर्ट ऑफ जस्टिस, इंटरनेशनल क्रिमिनल कोर्ट, परमानेंट कोर्ट ऑफ आर्बिट्रेशन। परमानेंट कोर्ट ऑफ आर्बिट्रेशन इज 1899, very old. International Criminal Court, ICJ, International Court of Justice. Let me tell you something so that you get a brief idea. ICJ क्या है? United Nations का one of the primary organs, 1945. Any United Nations countries face a problem, they can go there. ठीक है? Now here what to study? Judges कितना होता है? How many judges? Huh? No. 9 judges, 15-year term, या 15 judges, 9-year term. You have to check that. तो judges and term 9 और 15. 9 judges और 15-year terms. ठीक है? Then you have to cover election कैसे होता है, ठीक है? जो 9 judges will be elected, ठीक है? From countries, so country will nominate. India will nominate, for example, Karthik. India will nominate him. Karthik, you are nominated from today as a ICJ nominee. Karthik बोलेगा क्या सच में? Seriously? मुझे पैसे मिलेंगे? Will I get money? ठीक है? 9 judges, 15-year term. Election कौन करता है? Who does the election? ICJ का इलेक्शन तो इधर ही खत्म कर देते हैं, फिर हो जाएगा खत्म। ICJ 1945, HAGU हाग। Who does the election? Both. UNGA plus Security Council, General Assembly, both. 15 judges, okay. 15 judges, 9-year term. कार्तिक कल से कुछ मत बोलना तुम, रिवाइज करके आना, मेरा भी नौकरी खा जाओगे तुम। 9 जज 50, देखो 9-year term, 15 judges. Okay. See, I am not a विवेकानंद, सब कुछ याद करूंगा. कुछ तो खुद कर लो. Everything I will do. एग्जाम भी मैं ही दे देता हूँ फिर. नहीं, वो होता है ना, कान में रख के जो संजय दत्त जैसे दिया था मुन्ना भाई में, तुम्हारा चिरंजीवी जैसे दिया था वैसा. नाउ टेल मी, इलेक्शन कहाँ होता है? हेडक्वार्टर कहाँ पे? इलेक्शन कहाँ होता है? गलत. इलेक्शन होता है न्यूयॉर्क में. दिस इज वेयर यूपीएससी विल ट्रैप यू. ठीक है. जजेस का जब इलेक्शन होता है, हु डज? उनका डज, यूनिवर्सिटी डज. एक साथ करते हैं या अलग करते हैं? हाँ, वीडियो देख के आ गए हो. हाँ, दे डू इट साइमल्टेनियसली बट इंडिपेंडेंटली. मतलब साइमल्टेनियस, यहां पे यूनिवर्सिटी चल रहा है, यहां पे उनका चल रहा है, बट इंडिपेंडेंटली. तो 2 वर्ड, साइमल्टेनियस प्लस इंडिपेंडेंट. क्लियर? So this is how you have to cover. Plus you have to cover your own stuff. Similarly, cover ICC, International Court of Justice. You have to differentiate. What? ICJ always prosecutes countries, not individuals. It will prosecute India or Pakistan. Maybe you have done something, but will not prosecute you. Always countries. ICC will prosecute individuals also. And ICC is for genocide, crimes against humanity. वो सब डील करता है. इंडिया इज नॉट ए पार्ट ऑफ आईसीसी. रिमेंबर, इंडिया इज नॉट ए पार्ट ऑफ आईसीसी. आईसीसी हैपेंड इन 1998. व्हाट वाज द एग्रीमेंट नेम? रोम स्टैट्यूट. वी हैव टू कवर दिस. पीसीए, परमानेंट कोर्ट ऑफ आर्बिट्रेशन, वेरी ओल्ड, 1810. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, इट इज नॉट ए कोर्ट. द नेम इज परमानेंट कोर्ट ऑफ आर्बिट्रेशन, बट इट इज नॉट ए कोर्ट. It is not a clear-cut court. 2 countries in old days, long years back, 1819, after 1899, those times 2 countries have problem. They'll go to PCA. Even now also PCA is there. Now also PCA is there, but it has lost relevance. Even now also PCA is there. So when you go to PCA, I'm telling you, if you go to PCS, if you go to PCA, you are one country, you are one country. Which country you are? India. तो दोनों इंडिया हो कैसे होगा? कोई एक इंडिया है, पाकिस्तान वो नहीं लेगा, कल से क्लास नहीं आएगी. फिर स्विट्जरलैंड. तो दोनों प्रॉब्लम है. यू गो टू पीसीए, आई एम पीसीए, आई एम सिटिंग देयर, यू बोथ कम. ओके, योर प्रॉब्लम, योर. व्हाट आई विल डू? आई विल सेंड यू टू अ ट्राइब्यूनल. आई विल सेंड यू टू अ ट्राइब्यूनल. देयर आर डिफरेंट ट्राइब्यूनल्स. यू नो व्हाट आर ट्राइब्यूनल्स? स्पेसिफिक टू सम केसेस अंडर पीसीए. यू विल टेक केयर अबाउट यू. बात खत्म. एंड इन ट्राइब्यूनल्स में कौन है? Bureaucracy. It is nothing but a bureaucracy. Like it works like a bureaucracy. This PCA, I'm talking about PCA. This is the concept. Okay, ठीक है. So you can cover this. कहाँ थे हम? WRI हो गया, World Resource Institute. Okay, WWF. This, it publishes a report. The name is Living Planet Report. Every 2 years. Recently the report, you can just go through the report. Any proper key findings you can mention it in your notes. Living Planet Report. It started from 1997, this planet. This report, very late. WWF came to being in 1961, but see, Living Planet Report is a very important report because every 2 years it is in news. Living Planet Report. So you can cover it. No need to cover, just remember WWF ka. Okay? So I guess that's it. IUCN will cover in detail. IUCN will cover in detail. It is important part of static environment. IUCN cover हुआ है तुम्हारा? Okay, it is part here. I'll take care. Okay, I'll take care. ठीक है? Okay, done. इसको बंद करो. So UNCCD is done.